A very warm good evening, everyone. So, once again, we are back from the Team BioPoint Stream the World of Bio with yet another session on Quiztopedia of Living World with the answer discussion of the what exam that we have conducted yesterday. Yes, so hope you all are ready for this session. So, let's start today's session, Quiztopedia episode 3 of Living World. So you might be asking what will be this episode 3 and episode 3, that is we have started this Quiztopedia, one for Living World, second episode for Animal Kingdom, and 3 that is for the third lecture Living World. So this episode countdown is as per uh, yes, Bhavik, and this episode 3 is back for Living World. So this episode countdown is for Quiztopedia series. Yes, everyone. So once again, welcoming you, and now reminding you all to join the Telegram group. If anyone new is watching this session, you have the daily schedule where you can interact with me. You have MCQs in the form of polls, and you will get mentor doubt clearance. Yes, the direct link to join the Telegram group is given there in the description box, and that is t.me/neat_biopoint. Yes, so with the full Josh, we are moving on to today's session. Before that, do hit the like button, do share it with your friends, and do subscribe by point stream the world of bio. Yes. Moving on to the paper discussion, answer key discussion of the session that of the exam that we have conducted yesterday, and I'm informing that the highest score for yesterday's examination was 18.25. Yes, the highest score for the examination was 18.25. I am not revealing the name or not revealing rest of the marks because most of you have a good score. But what I need is I need all of you to score 20 on 20. Yes, yes. If the top score was 20, surely I will reveal everything. But even the top score is 18.25, I'm not gonna reveal rest of the scores too. Yes, everyone. So we are moving on with today's session on the answer paper discussion. Yes, the very first question for 1 mark was Systema Naturae was is written by. Yes, four options were given: Aristotle, Linnaeus, Hippocrates, and Darwin. Systema Naturae is written by. This was the question. Yes, so the answer for this question is Linnaeus. Most of you have wrote it right. Linnaeus. So this was a question that was clearly mentioned from NCRT, and we have discussed in our previous lectures too. Yes, Yamini, it's B. So everyone, almost everyone have wrote this question right. That the answer is B. Linnaeus is the answer. System and Nature is written by Linnaeus. We have discussed it from started from the very first lecture till now. We are stopped doing it in the Quiztopedia session too. Yes, so, moving on to the second question, the label of a herbarium sheet does not carry information on date of collection, name of collector, local names, height of the plant. We have learned different points or the different statements that the label of a herbarium sheet carries. So in that you will be having any three of those given here, and one will not be there on that points or that statements given. So what was that? That is the question. Yes, Binaya. Yes, Yamini. It is option D. Height of the plant. Height of the plant is the answer. Label of a herbarium sheet does not carry information on height of the plant. Yes. So that too, everyone made it right. And the third question: name two animals which do not reproduce at all. Name two animals that do not reproduce at all. Yes, two animals, names of two animals is asked. So we have discussed three organisms. One was mules, sterile worker bees, and infertile human couples. So the best answers are mules and sterile worker bees, but those infertile human couples too is the right answer. Yes, Yamini and Vinaya. Yes, mules and worker honeybees are the answer for two animals which do not reproduce at all. Yes, next question. Name the order which includes Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae. Name the order that includes Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae. Yes, come on. Yes, Poaceae is wrong answer. Poaceae is wrong. The answer is polymonials. The answer is polymonials. Yes, polymonials is the answer. No, the question is what does name the order which includes Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae. The answer is polymonials. We have already discussed that this Solanaceae, including Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae, including Petunia and Datura. Yes, how to know? This is what we have discussed that order polymonials include Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae. It's just a theory part. Okay. For example, this group of species form a genus. How that is forming a genus? How that genus named by for group? What we just gave a name for such a group of species. In the same way, the group including or the order including Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae, family Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae is known as polymonials. Yes, including Petunia, Datura, all those floral parts, and we said that this polymonials is based on reproductive. Order polymonials is based on floral characters. Yes, yes, and most of you made the spelling of this term wrong, but anyway, I just corrected the spelling and gave the marks for that. Yes, so fifth question. Most of you have made it wrong. This too. Museums and zoological parks are both taxonomical aids, yet how do they differ from each other? This was a two-mark question, and most of you had made it wrong because most of you just wrote that in the case of museums, what happens is that animals are kept in cage and just given their food and food to eat, all those such rubbish things. I mean, such foolish things. I've seen that type of answers in most of your answer papers. Okay, but the point to answer is what is the definition of museum and what is the definition of zoological park? That is the answer. Oh my god. These are the places which have collections of preserved animals and plants for taxonomical studies. Zoological parks. These are places where wild animals are protected under human care and are provided with conditions which are very similar to their natural habitats. So this is about zoological parks. So museum consists of non-living things. Yes, but how? That's not a point. We should, when you are asking that, in case of CBSE evaluating the paper, what you have to do is we need some of the correct points from NCRT. So that is museums are the places which have collections of preserved plants and animals for taxonomical studies. Yes, and in case of zoological park, these places were consist of wild animals that are protected under human care. That too is an important point that they are protected under human care and with very similar conditions to their natural habitat. Yes, that's about this 2 mark question, and most of you got 1.5 mark, and some of you got 2 marks for that. Yes, the sixth question. This too, everyone made it wrong. Amoeba reproduces by mitotic cell division. Is this phenomenon growth or reproduction? Explain. This was a 2 mark question. Most of you said that it's not growth, it's reproduction. Because I hope you just wrote that answer by reading the question reproduces by mitotic cell division. But that's wrong. And some of you wrote that it's growth and it's not reproduction. That too is wrong. Very few wrote it correctly. Yes, Binaya. It's both growth and reproduction. In case of amoeba or unicellular organisms, growth is synonymous. Growth and reproduction are synonymous. Growth is synonymous with reproduction. Yes, Yami. That is, mitotic cell division refers to increase in number of cells. In case of unicellular organisms, increase in number of its cells itself is a means of growth, right? So, and you increase in number of cells is a means of reproduction in case of unicellular organisms. So, this both are considered synonymous. Yes, everyone. So, the answer key will be provided in the group. Before that, I am just giving you an explanation because I am not satisfied with your results. Yes, yes. So, moving to the next questions. Hope this too is clear. We have four more questions left. This is another question. How is a key helpful in identification and classification of an organism? Most of you have made it right. Yes, key is a tabulation form of diagnostic characters and species, genus, family, order, etc. in a dichotomous series for a rapid identification. Rounded off right, so all those things. Key taxonomy key is useful in identification of unknown species. Yes, is useful in identification of unknown species. Each statement of a taxonomic key is referred to as a lead. For every defining taxonomic rank, separate taxonomic keys are used. Then another point that you should add, very important point is about the two contrasting characters that is known as a couplet. So most of you have wrote about couplet but forgot about lead. Some of you have wrote about lead but forgot about couplet. All those things I have just reduced marks because if I am giving marks in the right for the first time, you will not identify your mistakes. That's why I have just made it live for you to identify the mistakes of the answers that you have wrote. Yes. Next is the name the four basic processes that are basic to taxonomy, and I have got one answer that is from the topper. I'm not revealing the name, and that is from the topper. That answer for this question: name four basic processes that are basic to taxonomy. So the answer that I have put in the answer key is characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature are the processes that are basic to taxonomy. That is the answer. Okay, but sometimes when they are valuing, they will give only 1 marks for this question. Yes, where the topper wrote the definition for characterization, definition for identification, definition for classification, definition for nomenclature. Just wrote all these four things and have just given there itself a very good. Yes. So at that point itself I have just given very good because that was a perfect way of answering. And in one question I think about in case of that keys or museums and zoological parks, I hope in that question they just that persons underlined the points in the answer, just wrote it in a paragraph and just underlined to that point. Yes. So that was the way of answering, everyone. Yes, moving on to the second last question of 3 marks. Define taxon, gives them examples of taxa at different hierarchy. Yes, yes, Binayan. Each unit or category of a classification is termed as a taxon. It represents a rank. For example, the basic level of classification is species, followed by genus, family, order, class, phylum, or division in ascending order. The highest level of classification is known as kingdom. So these categories can be called as a taxon. Yes, and another thing, Rust, that you can add is give some examples. 3 mark question, right? Give some examples of taxa different hierarchy. There you can write in case of if you are starting with kingdom. Kingdom includes the following two phylas. Kingdom Mammalia includes the following two phylas. Yes. Kingdom next phylum includes the following two orders. Yes. Order includes the following two families. Most of you have wrote that I have just given marks and some of them haven't wrote. So have just reducted, I think, half marks. Yes, this is the perfect way to answer this question too. Yes, last and final question of 5 marks, that is define and understand the following terms in the same way as you have wrote the ninth question. You have to just define and you have to understand that's given here. So you should give some of the examples. For example, when you're defining a phylum, you should give some examples, class, the examples, but have given marks in rare cases, because if you have added more points in case of the definition itself, I have just given marks because more understanding was there. Yes. Phylum is the second highest unit of classification after kingdom. It includes one or more related classes of animals instead of in plants. Instead of phylum, the term division is used. Yes, class, that is a taxonomy group consisting of one or more related orders. For example, the class Mammalia includes orders like Primata, man, Carnivora, limb, tiger, etc. Yes, most of you have wrote the examples as well, and most of you scored the 5 marks itself. Yes, family is a taxonomic group containing one or more related genera. Family Hominidae contains apes, monkeys, and mans. In plants, families are characterized by basis of vegetative and reproductive features. Yes, order is a taxonomic group containing one or more families. The order Carnivora includes many families. Genus is a, oh my god, gen Genus is a taxonomic group including closely related species. For example, genus Solanum includes many species such as Nigrum, Melongin, Tuberosum, etc. Yes, so this was the perfect answer for this question, and that's all for this session of answer discussion. Yes, thank you all. Thanks for your patient listening. Reminding you, if anyone new is watching this, join the Telegram group where you have daily session updates, regular discussion, daily polls, and you can interact with me. The direct link to join the Telegram group is given there in the description box, and that is t.me/neat underscore biopoint. Do hit the like button, do share it with your friends, and do subscribe biopoint. Stream the world of bio. It's me signing out. Bye bye.